Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to change a tire. My name is Monserrat Osuna. I'm from the group 401. I'm still learning how to drive, and let's start with the materials. Okay, so these are the tools we're going to be needing, which is the wire twister, the jack, and the wrench, and obviously the spare tire, which is going to be down here. Here it is. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is loosen the lug nuts with our tools. So now let me do it. Okay, now that we have the lug nuts loosened, we're gonna position the jack, like measuring where it should go. And now that we have our jack positioned, we're gonna put the tire in here just in case the car could fall, and well, just for safety. And now that we lifted the car, we're gonna unscrew the lug nuts completely. And here it is. And now we're gonna remove the car tire. And on this part, you should put the spare tire, but now we're just gonna put the normal one back. And now we're gonna put the lug nuts back in. First, we're gonna tighten them with the hand and then with the tool.
Las otras no hay que apretar, hay que todas sacarse al mismo tiempo. Las otras, no me tienes que apretar mucho, las otras vas a apretar todo. Que estén todas, aprietan todo de atrás. Todo.
And now that I adjusted them, we're gonna remove the jack and give them the final adjust. And that's the final result. Bye guys, thank you. Okay, and now for the physics explanation, the first question we have is where should we push on the wrench, like to loosen up the lug nuts easier? And this is going to be related to the torque. So you should push at the very end of the wrench, because the more distance, it's the more torque. So let's say you have your lug nut, and you should push like as far away as you can, and that way you're creating more torque and with the less effort. So yeah, just push at the very end of the wrench. The second question is which is the axis of rotation, and this is going to be the lug nut, because it's like, well, the point where the wrench is turning around in. Then it's going to be which body parts I used to apply the force to the wrench. And to remove the tire, I started by stepping on the wrench, so it was like just body weight and it was easier. And I also used my hands and my arms when it was like already loosened up. So it's gonna be like my whole body and stepping on the wrench, and then just my arms and hands. And then it's gonna ask us, why do we loosen the lug nuts before lifting the car? And this is because with the car being on the ground, it has friction with the ground. It helps us prevent the wheel from turning around, because if we lifted the car before loosening up the lug nuts, the wheel would start turning around and it would be harder to loosen the lug nuts. Another question is if it would be harder to unscrew the nuts once the car is lifted. And the answer is it would be harder, because it relates with what I just explained. But it's because the floor isn't holding the wheel, like you could make the jack just like move, and well, that isn't safe. And then how does the car jack work to lift the car? It's gonna be, because most of the car jacks used mechanical advantage, so the small force we use to spin the screw many times is converted into a larger upward force, and that's going to be related to Pascal's principle, where pressure applied to a small cylinder is transferred to a larger cylinder to lift the heavy weight of the car. So that's how you change a tire using physics, and just by understanding how torque and circular motion work, it's a lot easier to do this job, because we knew where on the wrench should we apply the force, or like how everything worked. And if one day you're stuck on the road, like just by knowing these principles, this difficult job is a lot easier. And don't let torque trick you. Always make sure that your car is on flat, and remember to always tighten and loosen when the car is on